Hi, thanks for joining me as we start the sequel to Defender of Dirt called Running with the Sun, Chapter 1. That kid we saw on the bike, his name is Eli Hawkins. He goes by Hawk, and he is a hawk. He sees everything, and he's fast, maybe even faster than Sam. By now, Hawk is such an important member of our crew, the Defenders of Dirt, that I can't imagine how we ever did without him. It took a little while to find out that we could trust him. After all, not long after the Hawthorne Hill neighborhood meeting, Sam spotted him leaving the Lawhorns' house several times. Since the Lawhorns are Sydney and Tessa's aunt and uncle, we weren't sure what this meant. Those Franklins and Lawhorns hated the idea that Bill and Yuki's garden could be growing in the middle of a city. A garden with a honeybee hive and a flock of chickens. Was Hawk friends with that anti-garden crowd? Sam was outside about a week after the meeting. He had this idea about building a fort under the front porch. It's just a crawl space, but it turns out that space is crawling with spiders. Considering that spiders are his VWF, very worst fear, it wasn't going so well. I was digging around under there, Sam told us, and accidentally stuck my head into a huge cobweb. I thought I'd explode. He scooted out, covered in dirt, jumping up and down and swatting at his head. After that, I had so much energy, I had to dash down the block to blow off steam and spiders. That's when he ran smack into Hawk, who suddenly zoomed out of the Franklin's driveway on his bike. What happened next was very interesting. I'm practicing my author skills, so I wrote it up as a scene. "Sorry, man," Hawk gasped, skidding to a halt. "Didn't see you." "That's okay," Sam panted. "Just taking my victory lap." Hawk looked him over with his hawky eye. "Whatever you won, you're trailing a cobweb or two," he said, pointing to some wisps of web dangling from Sam's shoulder. Sam tried not to shudder. "Wait, you," Hawk exclaimed. "Neighborhood meeting?" "Yeah, that was me," Sam answered, whacking at the webs and dirt on his shirt. "Call me Hawk. Nice to meet you." "I'm Sam. Happy to bump into you. But you don't live here, do you?" Sam asked, pointing to the Lawhorns' house. Sam wasted no time getting to the point. "No way. I look after their dog." "They have a pet?" Sam could not imagine the pest-hating Lawhorns tolerating an animal. "Yeah, crazy little thing. Sick as a dog. A lot." That's how Hawk talks, in short, quick bursts. "Why is that?" Sam should be a reporter. He has a follow-up question for everything, even with complete strangers. "Nobody knows." Hawk took off his helmet and ran his fingers through his thick, dark hair. He had a deep tan, except for a white strip on his forehead, where his bangs usually shaded him. Sam was wondering, wherever did he get that amazing helmet, with the jagged blade and the hawk feathers designs all over it? He was just about to ask when Hawk said, "I have a theory. Can't go into it now. Gotta go, Samson, dude. Nice talking." That was all. Hawk shot off down the street. "See you around," Sam called out. He blazed back home to share the news. "Samson, dude, huh?" Mom laughed as we set the porch table for supper. "Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?" Dad chimed in. "But isn't it super strange that the Lawhorns have a dog?" Sam exclaimed. "Well, just because they don't like pests doesn't mean they don't like pets," Mom suggested. "They don't have any kids," I added, "so maybe the dog is like their kid?" "Wonder why it's so sickly, though," Sam persisted. Everyone got quiet. I'm 99% sure that we were all thinking about what Mrs. Murphy had said at the Hawthorne Hill neighborhood meeting.